Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello and welcome. My name is Ivana, and I am the owner of this creative YouTube channel called Express Prints, where I share what I know and what I'm learning about Midjourney and how to create different print-on-demand products with the images that we create in Midjourney and much, much more. So, welcome. So, today we're going to be taking a look at this image editor that had been sort of like introduced a couple of days ago. And here is what we can find. So, if you go to this bell here, we've got the announcements here. So, you can find announcements, office hours, and much, much more. Channel logs. So let's go to announcements. So we've got, hi everyone, we have a few updates for you today. We're releasing a new web editor today. So basically it should combine reframe, repaint, vary region, pan and zoom into a single unified interface. So we're going to see whether this really simplifies what we had before and kind of the results that we get. Now, I'll be honest, you guys, and plus you can see the video here as well. So what I'll do, I'll pop the link to this announcement below, but I don't know whether we all see the same thing. I just don't know, guys. So when I go back to Midjourney, basically I am not a biggest fan of pan and zoom. I'm sort of like more likely to, try again than do all this. I don't know. Pop in the comments how you feel about these features. But you know what? Lately, I have been very interested in interior design with Midjourney. So I was sort of like really wanted to know whether Midjourney with this feature could sort of like really sort of like compete against before and after apps because it is already superior in terms of quality of the images, aesthetics, and the interior design styles that it can create. So what we'll do, we'll take a look at some images like photography, but I also want to include some of my maybe clip art or watercolors to see what we can do. And yeah, so let's just get started and hopefully have some fun. And as I mentioned, you guys, I'm no expert in this. I sort of had a little play with it at the weekend. Now, one thing that I should point out is that because obviously we are again learning something new, I did not really want to be using my fast hours. So when I go here, I sort of clicked on relaxed hours. And you know what? It's actually pretty fast. The creations are quite fast, so that's quite nice. So I would really recommend going while you're learning, going with relaxed hours. Oops, this is going to be quite shaky, this video. And another thing is, guys, that I couldn't see this editor feature here at all. So what I had to do, what you do if you don't see it, is you go to more options here, and then this more option thing has to be clicked. So if it isn't, then you've got the old features here. So pan and zoom and so you've got to click on that and then you get your editor here. So those are the two things that I have noticed straight away. So let's go and see what we can do. So if I click on editor now, you now have this very interesting screen and you've got these words highlighted. So, ready to edit. So basically just a quick overview of what we have. So this is a brush. We can actually pick what a big brush we want. So, we can play around with the thickness of the brush. I'm going to keep it on 100. And then we've got this aspect ratio here, which I actually quite like because, you can really go with aspect ratio that you may not know about. So I quite like that feature. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I just want to sort of like keep this on stylized 100. And then yeah, so we are ready now. I think what I want to do, I want to sort of like make this image a little bit Christmassy and maybe add a kitchen to it a little bit more. So let's see what we can do. So we've got these sort of like drag us. I don't know what you call them, guys, but so we can see that we can sort of like drag it this way, and then obviously aspect ratio will change. Now, if it's like this, it's not going to fill in anything here. So what we need sort of like this. Yeah. So this is the sort of area where Midjourney will fill something in. So we can literally play around with it. If I want something here, but then what would I put there? So I don't want that. But what I do want is that I want to add more of a kitchen here. So I'm going to do that. And what I have no idea currently, like what aspect ratio we're dealing with here. And I would also like to add some Christmas trees. So I'm just going to maybe add Christmas trees here and here. And I'm now going to edit the prompt. So design an elegant, cozy sitting room in a luxurious mountain lodge that balances. So I'm going to edit the prompt. So what I've done here, I've included the prompt. Um, guys, by the way, I'm so sorry that I'm holding the mic like this, but the reason is that I am close to AC. It's so hot in the UK right now. If I was sitting at my desk, like literally I would melt. So I'm trying to be close to my AC, and the only way is to hold my mic because I haven't got a stand in here. But anyway, so basically, the design an elegant open plan kitchen and sitting room in a luxurious mountain lodge. There are Christmas trees on either side of a fireplace. It says, guys, in those instructions that you should really make it as big as possible. The bigger, the better for Midjourney. So hopefully, it will get that I want the Christmas trees here. The room should feature, you know what, I'm just going to take the rest off because obviously I already have the original image and see what it does. Hopefully it still gets, because basically I now only included what I want as an extra. So let's see what happens when we submit it. And I'm going to open Midjourney one more time and go to my, I'm just going to place it here and go to my creations. So as you can see, it's going quite fast. And my aspect ratio is 107 times 43, which I didn't even know. I don't even know what that is, but it's creating it nicely. So basically, we are now using that in painting feature normally. Oh my goodness, it's getting my Christmas trees everywhere, which is really, really lovely. So as you can see, basically the thing was that you really need to give it excuse me, you really need to give it quite a big space to work with. And then let's have a look at our images. I absolutely love these. What do you guys think? Really, really good results. Yeah, so it gave me a little bit more Christmas trees a few more Christmas trees that I needed. But still, it added that beautiful open plan kitchen. So this is a good result. So let's recap how we did it. So basically, I pulled it that way, left the space for the open plan kitchen, and also, sort of like made space here for Christmas trees. Um, and by sheer luck, I'm actually getting quite nice images. I'm really pleased with these, actually. It's beautiful. You would not think that these are inpainted. Okay, well, let's take a look at another example. Next, we're going to try this animation Pip the Panda. Oh my goodness, I apologize for the noise. So let's click on our editor. Again, guys, our options. So this is the brush size. And again, we've got the aspect ratio. So let's add, similar to what the guys did, let's add a hat for this panda first of all. So I'm just going to, again, give Midjourney quite a bit to work with. And what kind of hat? So we can maybe do like a sailor's hat. So let me just put this mic down and edit the prompt. So what happens, you guys, if I'm going to keep the rest of the prompt? I would be quite interested to know. So I've also changed it to 6.1. Actually, let's keep it 6 and then maybe try again. So I'm just going to submit this and then I'm going to redo it again, but I'm going to redo it in 6.1. And I'm just going to be leaving Pip the Panda with Sailor's hat. And let's compare what happens. And I'm also going to change the stylize to 100. And then see what happens. So if we submit, and if I just go to create to my images, and let's see what it gives us. So this is the original prompt where we have the whole prompt, and here I have actually cut the prompt, just to sort of like focus on the part that we want replaced. Right, so as we can see, again, it's quite fast. Okay, so this isn't that great, I don't think. Okay, so he's like wearing like a stone on his head. That's not Sailor's hat. What about here? Again, not really. Guys, it's still very much hit and miss. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do a bigger one. You know, varying. So I'm just going to put varying. Varying. Wearing a large. Let's do cowboy hat. Let's see what happens now. And I'm just going to also do the stylize to 50. See what happens. And go. So here it didn't give us any hat. Not at all. And let's see. And in the meantime, while I'm sort of like doing this, let's do a little bit of maybe add, something here. So what can we add? Pip the panda wearing large cowboy hat. Maybe another animal. So let me just edit this prompt. Okay, so I did Pip the panda wearing large cowboy's hat. So hopefully this is a big enough space for Midjourney to fit it in. And then I have added a lion sitting next to him. So let's see what happens. So obviously now we should have a different aspect ratio. Oh, I've got a hat on this one. So obviously, is that a cowboy's hat? I don't know. Let's try to see if I could sort of like redo this again in higher stylized. So maybe 150 and maybe version 6. Let's see what happens. Guys, I'm still on the relaxed version, so that sort of saves my fast hours. Because as we know, fast hours, we can get through fast hours very, very quickly. Okay, so I'm getting something on his head now. You can tell already that something is being created on his head. Have I got a lion next to him? No, I'm getting a panda next to him and lion sitting next to him. Yeah. So at the moment, I'm getting another panda next to him, but at least it's doing that. So guys, as you can see, I mean, is this feature perfect? No. But it's quite a lot of fun. Goodness me. Yeah. No lion inside. And here we have Pip the Panda wearing. Okay, so this is better. So we are using version 6. So I'm sort of like getting sort of like cowboy hat, but again, Pip the Panda. Oh, okay. So because I sort of like reused, I sort of like rerun it. So yeah, we would have to go back. Let's go back to this, and I'm just going to do. Hold on. If I increase importance to lion, let's see what happens. And I'm also going to bring it down to 6. Yeah. So again, guys, lots of learning, lots of playing around, but that's I guess that's where the fun is, right? And the results are back and assigning importance. I don't know whether I'm doing this importance right, because obviously it should be like after the lion, but it sort of like seems to be keeping a space there. But at the moment, there's not even a hat, no lion in sight. So yes, I mean, it is very much hit and miss. I mean, we did get some good images here. Well, good. I don't know whether good. But we've got literally like we've got just one really with a hat. So this is the reason, guys. I didn't even like in painting when we didn't have this editor because it's just such a hit and miss. Okay, well, let's try something else. Again, maybe we can pick a again image of the, well, basically a photography image. So let me pick something and maybe we can do something different. Right, so let us pick one up. What about this? Something like this. Okay, well, let's do this. I would be quite interested to see what we can do with this. Right, so what I'm going to do, first of all, I'm going to maybe make it into this kind of, hold on. So maybe just sort of like, maybe do it in a different aspect ratio. Yeah. And then I'm just going to maybe add here. What shall we add? Let's do a horse and carriage. As we know, Midjourney is very famously bad at horse and carriage. So let's see what it does. Yeah, so that's hopefully plenty of image. And then I'm just going to put the mic down. Okay, so what I did, I basically changed it so the image shows a scenic winter landscape of a rural road leading to a frozen river with Christmassy horse and carriage rattling on the road. So I have changed the aspect ratio, and then also I am adding that sort of like horse and carriage, but let me just maybe do a little bit more of a space for Midjourney to create it in because that's what they recommend. So I'm just going to really do that, and then maybe I can do a hawk flying above, or with the hawk. Let's do that. Okay, I'm going to turn down this stylized to 50 because it's quite a lot that we are inputting. And I hope the hawk is a bird. I think it is. Just sometimes, you know what, my English is sometimes so weird. So the aspect ratio is giving us a 64:67, and let's see what it gives us. So the generations are slowing a little bit down. I'm guessing more of us are now tuning into Midjourney. So let's see what it gave us. Beautiful hawk. Now we know Midjourney isn't great with horse and carriage, so horsey is sort of like on the side there, thinking or something, and then these results are not much better. But actually, it added like a house, which is quite cute. I didn't ask for it, and then yeah, it's just yeah, but I mean, it did what we asked it. As you can see, like sort of we gave it quite a lot of space, so it did. But it did the hog everywhere, which is really really nice. And here it even added the road. I like it. You know what? I do like it. I mean, we know that the horse and carriage isn't Midjourney's strongest feature. Okay, so let's try something else. So we maybe not Christmassy horse, but with um, let's do something else. Okay, so I changed it to with children playing and sledging on the road. So let's see what happens. And our images with children are now ready. Children and a hawk. So I can already tell. Oh my goodness, what is this? Is there like a car there? All right, so we've got loads of strange looking children. So I mean, as we can see, yes, to be honest, this is the reason why I would rather redo the whole image rather than use in painting. Now the hawk is quite nice everywhere. I mean, yes, these children are from the back here, so this is okay. I love what they did with the roads. It reminds me of Slovakia so much. Um, Here we have loads of children. You know what, guys? Let's try and see what would happen if we sort of like did a sort of like a smaller part of the image. Now, Midjourney does say that you know how do you erase it? Erase it, restore. Oh no. Okay, so how do you? Okay, so this is good because obviously we need to figure out how to erase it. So if I click erase. Okay, so I'm going to play around with it. So I did erase the highlighted areas, but only by clicking this button. When I click erase, nothing happened. So if you guys know how to erase it quickly, please let me know in the comments because as I said, I'm no expert. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep the prompt already edited. So we've got the children playing and sledging. But what would happen if I sort of like really like highlighted only the area where I want the children? So I'm not going to go crazy this time. And for the hawk is actually was quite nice. So I'm just going to do it like this. And let's submit. So let's see if it sort of like gives us the children only in that area or whether it gives us children at all. So let's see. And the images are ready, and actually it did give us a little bit better results. I actually like this much better. So if we go back to the editor, we sort of highlighted smaller part of the road. Now, the reason I did it before large, because in that sort of like instructional video, it does say, highlight quite a large area, but, we don't really need. Maybe in some cases we do need that, but in this case, we only needed to highlight a small part. And because I also didn't highlight the rest of it, the rest of the road, it actually kept the road the same, which is really nice. I like that. And look at that hawk here. So, I mean, I like this. Yes, the children are still strange looking, but luckily we can see the faces. Here again, we've got sledging, which is quite nice. So it's getting there. It's getting there, definitely. This is quite good. So I think I'm quite happier with these results rather than the results before, where I had children scattered all over because I basically just highlighted massive part of the image, and also it gave me a brand new road there as well. Whereas here it kept the same road. So actually I like this result. So guys, as a before, with just like with everything with excuse me, just like with everything in Midjourney, it is hit and miss. Is it worth it to do it this way, or is it better to redo the whole prompt? Well, you know what? I think it's case by case. I definitely love what it gave me here. These were absolutely fantastic. Um, we sort of like spread it to we panned it to the side, and then we added those Christmas tree, and it's wonderful result. Is it easier to work with editor? Yeah, I guess it is. Well, we've got sort of like all the features in one, which is quite nice. But as I said, it's sort of like the whole thing starts to remind me too much of Photoshop, and I was never a fan of Photoshop because there was just so much to learn. But at the same time, I think we all know that once we learn these features, we are just so excited about what we can create. Yeah, so the panda wasn't very successful, even where it was supposed to have a lion. Again, it gave me panda. But guys, I really want to know how you doing with this. What kind of, do you have any tricks that I may have missed, or do you have, if you have anything that it would be worth exploring, please let me know in the comments or email me. I've got an email on my channel, so please get in touch and let me know how you're doing with this. I mean, you know what, if nothing else, it's a lot of fun. So guys, I would like to thank you for watching this video, and if you like my content, please like and subscribe. It means the world to me. Believe me, every single one of you is much appreciated, and I don't take it for granted that you're here and then you watch these videos. So guys, thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.